On a cold night on October 9, 1985, Mike Tyson and Don Long faced off in an inevitable clash at the Drown Casino Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Accompanied by the legendary referee Frank Cappuccino, witness to countless epic battles, they prepared for what many anticipated as Tyson's first major test against a renowned opponent. Mike Tyson entered undefeated with 8 wins, all by knockout, while Donnie Long fought to solidify his position with 15 victories, 10 by knockout, and 3 losses. As the bell rang, Tyson unleashed a storm of punches aimed at Long's head, forcing him to retreat and seek refuge on the outskirts of the ring. Despite his efforts, Long was caught by a devastating left hook that sent him to the ropes and knocked him down. Just 37 seconds after getting up, Tyson, furious at Long's audacity to continue, threw a series of punches that brought him to his knees. At 1 minute and 1 second, Long received a left hook that buckled his legs and brought him down for the 3rd time. Although the 3 knockdown rule didn't apply in this fight, Cappuccino, without starting the protective count, acknowledged that Long could no longer compete at Tyson's level and stopped the fight to prevent further damage. With a brutal knockout at 1 minute and 28 seconds of the first round, Tyson sealed his victory with a lethal kiss to the camera. Mike Tyson vs. Mitch Green. On May 20, 1986, Madison Square Garden in New York became the stage for an epic confrontation between Mike Tyson and Mitch Green. Judges George Colon, George Gabriel, and Pat Dallin were ready to render their verdict should the scheduled 10 rounds not produce a clear winner. Mike Tyson, with an impeccable record of 20 wins, 19 by knockout, stood as an unstoppable force. Meanwhile, Mitch Green boasted 16 wins, 10 by knockout, 1 loss, and 1 draw, promising a clash of titans. At the fight's onset, Tyson charged with relentless ferocity, dislodging Green's mouthguard on 3 separate occasions and shaking him with short, devastating punches to the head and body. Green, however, showed remarkable resilience, standing up to Iron Mike's power and countering hard whenever Tyson left an opening in his defense. The crowd, numbering over 6,500 people, rode an emotional roller coaster, alternating between euphoria and disappointment, the latter expressed in boos during the later rounds due to the absence of a decisive conclusion by Tyson, except for a brief moment at the start when Green seemed on the verge of falling after receiving 2 solid body punches. After 10 tension-filled rounds, Mike Tyson emerged victorious by unanimous decision, leaving an indelible mark on boxing history. Tyson vs. Frank Bruno. In 1989, February 25th became an iconic date for boxing when Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno faced off at the Las Vegas Hilton Center in Nevada. It was Tyson's first defense of his Ring Magazine heavyweight title, his 5th defense of the IBF title, 7th defense of the WBA title, and 8th defense of the WBC title. In front of a crowd of 9,870 people, with an average ticket price of $0, Tyson returned to the ring after an 8-month hiatus, the longest absence of his career up to that point. The anticipation was high as Iron Mike started the fight with a solid right hand to Bruno's jaw, sending him down with overwhelming force. Referee Richard Steele counted to 8, giving Bruno a chance to recover. However, Bruno resorted to questionable tactics by hitting the back of Tyson's head, costing him a point on the judges' scorecards. Despite this setback, Bruno managed to land a powerful right hand that momentarily paralyzed Tyson, followed by a left hook that struck him full force. The champion's knees, previously unshakable, wobbled, and Tyson was forced to retreat. But like the great warrior he is, Tyson rallied and secured a technical knockout over Bruno at 2 minutes and 55 seconds of the 5th round. After the fight, Tyson acknowledged the power of Bruno's punch, stating it was harder than the blow he received from Tony Tucker, marking his triumphant return to the ring after a long period of inactivity. The return of a Titan. Mike Tyson returned to the ring on August 19, 1995. Facing Peter McNeil at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, Tyson prepared for his first fight in 4 years, following his prison sentence. The event, described as a resounding financial success, set a new pay-per-view sales record. The fight, lasting only 89 seconds, was enough for Tyson to wreak havoc in the ring. McNeil started the fight aggressively, thinking Tyson would be out of shape due to his time behind bars. However, Tyson managed to evade McNeil's wild punches and landed a right hook that left McNeil sprawled on the canvas less than 10 seconds into the contest. After Mills Lane, the referee, administered an 8 count, McNeil got up to continue aggressively attacking Tyson. Both were exchanging blows in a corner when, less than 20 seconds later, Tyson connected with a loaded right hook strong enough to knock McNeil down for the second time. It was then that Vinny Vecchione, McNeil's manager, jumped into the ring to prevent his fighter from sustaining further damage. This act, though cowardly, was enough to stop the fight and award Tyson the victory by disqualification. Returning to 1987, specifically on March 7th, a historic event took place at the Honor Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, Mike Tyson vs. James Bonecrusher Smith. This fight, despite its controversial outcome, has been etched in boxing history. Unlike his previous opponent, James and his team decided not to flee at the first sign of danger. This was Tyson's first defense of the WBC heavyweight title and Smith's first defense of the WBA heavyweight title. Both fighters were more than willing to go the full 12 rounds. Tyson, with a clean record of 28 wins, 26 by knockout, was the clear favorite against Smith, who had 19 wins, 14 by knockout, and 5 losses. Perhaps the fight lasted so long because Smith resisted to the point of receiving 2 one-point penalties from referee Mills Lane for his blatant clinching. Tyson, frustrated by his opponent's defensive tactics, decided to engage in several shoving matches between rounds, hoping to stir enough fury in Smith to initiate a good exchange of blows. But Tyson's intensity was rarely matched, prolonging the fight to the end of 12 rounds, with a predator trying to hunt down prey playing it safe. In the end, Dalf Shirley scored at 119-107, Jose Juan Guerra scored at 119-107, and Lutat scored at 120-116, all in favor of Tyson. Thus, he was declared the winner by unanimous decision in a fight that could have delivered more but marked his place in the discipline's history due to the title unification. In the line of boxers who managed to finish a fight against Iron Mike standing, we arrive at August 1, 1987. At the Hilton Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, a historic title unification fight took place between Mike Tyson and Tony Tucker. This fight, refereed by Mills Lane, was the first defense of the IBF heavyweight title for Tucker, the second defense of the WBA heavyweight title for Tyson, and his third defense of the WBC heavyweight title. This fight, which was the final bout of HBO's heavyweight unification tournament, kept thousands of fans worldwide on edge, as it was a showdown between two undefeated fighters. Tyson, with a clean record of 30 wins, 27 by knockout, was the overwhelming favorite against Tucker, who had 34 wins, 29 by knockout. During the fight, Tyson struggled to land more than one punch as Tucker waged a survival battle. Tucker's aggressive fighting style allowed him to shake Tyson's head with powerful right hands in the early rounds. But after the fourth round, the promising challenger began to lose steam and shifted to survival mode to reach the scheduled 12 rounds. He maintained distance, moved around the ring, dodged Tyson's explosive charges, and occasionally managed to neutralize the attacks of a beast that no one had previously managed to control. It wasn't until the last two-thirds of the fight that Tyson landed significant blows. Although Tony showed he hadn't died in combat by landing a solid left hook to Tyson's head in the final round. After a long bout, the three judges voted for Tyson. Dalf Shirley scored at 119-111, Julio Roldan scored at 118-113, and Bill Graham scored at 116-112. After the fight, sports media experts claimed there were no knockdowns precisely because Tony Tucker had the intelligence to change his fighting style to adopt tactics that had frustrated Iron Mike in previous fights. Epic showdown, Tyson vs. Tony Tops, a Tony who couldn't adapt to Tyson's aggressive style in the ring. It was Tony Tops who faced Tyson on March 21, 1988, at the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. The fight, scheduled to last 12 rounds, had an extremely premature ending. It was Tyson's third defense of the IBF heavyweight title, fifth of the WBA heavyweight title, and 6th of the WBC heavyweight title. With a professional record of 33 wins, 29 by knockout, Tyson remained the clear favorite against Top's 25 wins, 16 by knockouts, and 1 loss. This was the second fight for the heavyweight world title in Japan. The first took place on September 1, 1973, where George Foreman defeated Jose Roman by first-round knockout. During the first round, Tops had the chance to exchange blows with Tyson, mitigating the champion's attacks with jabs and quick combinations. However, a limp stance where he rarely moved while fighting, the second round started as slowly as the first but would explode once Tyson began to exert more pressure on a rigid Tops who unknowingly was close to breaking. The challenger's punches didn't have enough power to stop the champion, and Tyson saw the perfect opportunity to attack Top's bulked-up body repeatedly, launching hooks to the stomach. As the round was closing in, the effect of all these punches began to show. Tyson trapped Tops against the ropes, sinking him with a succession of hooks straight to his abdomen. Trying to keep up, executing a weak combination of punches in the midst of an exchange, he opened his guard and was fully exposed to Iron Mike's fury. Tops was caught by a left hook that struck his right eye, causing him to wobble in his feeble attempts to walk. After a couple of spins, he ended up falling backwards, motionless on the canvas. Arthur Mercant administered the safety count, but it was clear from the blood from Top's cut staining the clear blue of the canvas that he had nothing more to offer. Mike was declared the winner of the contest by technical knockout at 2 minutes and 54 seconds of the second round. With each punch and every victory, Mike Tyson has left an indelible mark on the world of boxing. His strength, skill, and determination are a testament to his legacy, inspiring future generations of boxers. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. This way, you can stay updated on more exciting content and won't miss any details of the most epic fights in boxing history. See you in the next video.